Welcome, my Tauruses, to your December 2022 reading. I'm Christine. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really grateful to see you. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you're returning, it's wonderful to see you. I'm super excited and grateful to do this. Again, I appreciate your patience as I'm putting this out a little bit later. We're going to tap in to see what is happening for you, what you should know for this month. Also, know that whenever you tap into any of my readings on this channel, they are timeless. So whenever you find them, there is a message there for you. You can tap in with any placement: Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Mercury, North Node, or any other one that you feel intuitively guided to examine. So we're going to actually start with the tarot, see what you need to know for this upcoming month, and then we'll pull a few oracle. I'm going to do my best to keep this short because I kept getting spark of light, and so I really want to provide inspiration, insights as we close out this year. At the bottom of the deck, we have Nine of Swords. So I feel like things are wrapping up for many of you. I know this has been a big year for you all, my Tauruses, because of the Taurus, Scorpio nodal points. They have really been not just enhancing, but also affecting and causing a lot of shifts and transformations to occur in your life. So without further ado, we have your cards. First one we have is Judgment, Sagittarius. And if you hear any slurping, those are my wieners. We have the Empress, Libra, Taurus energy. I would say Venusian. Five of Wands. Things I'm just getting are balancing out. A lot of release. Six of Swords. Equilibrium is coming, you all. 21, the World. Look at this to end your energy here. Okay, with the Judgment and Empress. Wow. There's a lot of release here, and especially since at the bottom of the deck you got the Nine of Swords. I feel like any pain, any heartache, any grievances, anything that you have been going through that has just not been what you wanted to experience, it's coming to an end. I feel like things are stabilizing. I feel like this month you're going to feel a big release, perhaps like a knowing. Again, like a spark of light, almost when you're at the bottom, the depths of the ocean, and just imagine picturing yourself floating down. You know when you shake a snow globe or anything that has sediments, and then you just let it sit and everything starts to collect and settle? That's what I feel like. You may feel like things are starting to settle. It's almost like for some of you in the previous year, I would say in the previous weeks, if not months, for many of you, it may have seemed like there have been a lot of shakeups, a lot of things just coming, because I see a crack, like a hairline crack, almost like when you have an earthquake. What are they called? Like the faults for earthquakes. There's a fissure, like a crack of sorts, and things start moving. It causes shifts. I feel like many of you have experienced a lot of dramatic changes in your life, especially in your career, in your personal foundations, perhaps with relationships with families. Things may have shifted, and I feel like everything is settling down. Things are going to be coming to a dust, to a settle, to a peace, an equilibrium again. And I feel like this also too may have prompted a deeper spiritual analysis, reflection, but also growth. And this month, you may be wrapping up. I wanted to say like a shitload of spiritual lessons for this year as this year culminates to an end, as you reflect and think about everything that has transpired, that you've gone through. Some of you literally have gone full circle. I'm getting that not just with the globe. Things have come, and I feel like some of you will be gaining a lot of light, a lot of clarity, knowledge, understanding about why things happened the way they did, because some of you may have gone through I heard disastrous, but very painful experiences this year. And during those moments of traversing and going through them, you may have wondered like why. And it was all to help you accelerate, push you through this next phase of your soul journey. This is it's okay. So I saw a wrench. It's like a huge level up, but also attunement. it's like okay, so I'm seeing like a piano. So it's like you're tuning up and also attuning to a higher frequency, a higher system level of consciousness. And so it may be until the end of the year. And again, these are timeless. Whenever you find them, there will be something in here for you. You may be feeling a shift, a full understanding, a deeper sense of knowing, a deeper sense of recognition within yourself of why everything happened and where you are. And I feel like a lot of this was to push you into a deeper sense of self-love and a deeper sense of recognizing your worth, of valuing yourself. There were major shifts here in your values and priorities. So some of what you went through had to happen and had to have happened in order for you to shift and to realign to where you are supposed to be. Some of you, this was painful to let go. I see this and I sense this with the water. There's a rejuvenation coming. I feel like with this release, I feel like for many it has happened, but it'll be happening within Capricorn season. I feel like you're just going to finally, it's literally like someone turns on a switch and you see the lights, but this is internal within your soul. You're going to feel this, it's like a rejuvenation and a deeper calling, like a magnet towards you, towards yourself, towards actually following what it is your heart is really calling for you to do, to go into that path. With the 5 of Wands and 6 of Swords. Wow, again, similar energy here to the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you have undergone, traversed, experienced, lived through, survived. We can call it drama or chaos for short, but I feel like there's been so many changes in your material world, in your physical world. This isn't just spiritual growth. It's not just higher consciousness and change in vibration and frequency, but your material, physical sense of security. I feel like in your outside world, there have been a lot of changes. It could be changes too in your belief systems, which have naturally resulted in changes in what you do, the goals you set, who you surround yourself with, etc. But I feel like there have been changes around you. And some of these changes, it was almost like a wake-up call. Because sometimes we experience a lot of tumult, a lot of, I keep getting like chaos, but a lot of, it's not fighting, it's just a lot of things almost like eroding, breaking down around us. And we're like, oh my gosh, like, is this gonna stabilize? Is this gonna end? And we don't really know for certain during those times, like, why are things not working out? Why are things breaking down? Why is all this stuff happening? And it was because for you, I'm strongly sensing it was to recognize your own worth and your values. And to, again, there's something about realignment here. I'm getting back into what you truly want to do. Because some of you all were in, whether it was in relationships, in jobs, or where you put your time and energy, it wasn't for your highest or best good. It was almost like you were comfortable there, but it wasn't, you knew internally it wasn't where you were supposed to be. And this was an experience for you to realign. I'm always hesitant to say get back on path, because I don't feel like anything is a coincidence. I feel like we all experience what we do, even the detours, quote unquote, if you will, because they allow us to grow. Sometimes we diverge off path because we have to learn new lessons, or we didn't heed our intuitive knowing or messages, and then we get back en route. And this is what I feel is happening. I feel like you had to come to your own realization in a physical sense of feeling, sensing, and knowing what things weren't working, what things were breaking down, why things were not coming to fruition in the way that you want them to, whether it was with your career or a relationship or even certain other goals in your life. This is expansive because I'm reading for the collective here. So again, I keep seeing like a lot of light. Some of you did not want to see that light. In other words, you didn't want to face the truth at that time, or you were trying to almost like stuff it away and ignore it and not pay attention to it. But there reaches a point, and there comes a point where that pressure, it's almost like pasta. When it's cooking, if it keeps boiling, eventually the water will evaporate and the pan will burn, right? But if we don't pay attention to the boiling water, it'll come over, right? And a lot of times it forms bubbles. It's that energy here. Some of you this year and up till now, you've experienced things where it was simply out of your control. And we see it denoted here by the world with cycles coming to a full circle, to an end, to a close. And again, this is a moving away. I feel like some of you had to experience this in order to realize not just your true worth, but what it is that you truly valued, and making sure, okay, this is what I'm aligning my life to and my goals and what I want to do going forward, to what it is that truly matters to me. There is a sense of a little bit of a sail, because I saw a sail flapping. The sail wasn't in one direction. So there was a sense of being a little bit lost or experiencing that. And it was on purpose, so that you yourself, your soul, you could heed your own calling, your own realizations. But this is getting back on track. Again, I feel like many of you are moving away from anything that is destabilizing, has destabilized you, or will. Past, present, future tense. I tend to use past tense, but we're all on different timelines, so this may not have occurred for everyone, and this may be happening for some and has yet to happen for others, so it's something to note. I feel like many of you are going to be shifting your energy away from anything that hurts you. Again, I think this was meant to teach you, because we got Two of Pentacles with that, about finding inner balance within yourself and always honoring who you are, honoring, most importantly, I keep getting value system, love, sense, a lot of Venusian energy here. Because when you value yourself and your beliefs and what it is that truly matters to you, you can't go wrong at all. And so there's a sense again of moving away here. I feel like a lot of you have learned these lessons for this year. And again, this isn't even a yearly read, but I'm getting your energy of like a wrap up, a reflection of looking back to be like, okay, what was this all about? And to close this out, because you've got this as your final card for the tarot. The World card. This is full closure, complete lesson learned. Cycles too, but contracts are ending right now. And so many of you are shifting, a lot of reference here to the world, to globe. Some of you are literally picking up and moving, starting over or anew. It could be a literal move to a new home, a residence, an apartment, a condo, literally moving to another state, another country, another territory or unit, wherever you are, or some type of major change, like an overhaul. This is a newness, a complete, again, it could still be coming. I sensed a lot of Capricorn energy here. So I feel like next week we'll be hitting Capricorn. No, December 21st, when the solstice, summer or winter, wherever you are in the world, and we have the sun ingressing into Capricorn. And so I feel like that's when the stabilization is coming for you all, because Capricorn is a fellow earth sign for you all. It's a grounding energy. A beautiful ending, a beautiful cycle, realization. You're shifting away from any of this instability because of the lessons you've learned. This is amazing, profound. What a way to end the year. I'm getting chills because it's extremely powerful. You've got a release and you've got the World. Major soul up-leveling, soul lessons learned, growth. The person you started as in January of 2022 and the person that you are ending this year, I hope I said that right, totally different people. It's almost like you went through your own personal boot camp, and you're focusing right now on regrounding yourself, restabilizing, finding your footing, and entering that true source of faith, hope, and soul and heart realignment. What else does the universe want my Tauruses to know, please? Okay, thank you. We got Navigating the Stars, Follow Your Bliss. I love this deck. For those that are not familiar, this is Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler. It really speaks to me about our soul path journey. And I feel like many folks, we're realigning right now as we enter the new calendar year, the Gregorian calendar, right? And then we have the new astrological year starting in March. So I feel like, again, this is a preparation for a new path. Complete release of this. Many of you are moving away from anything. You're like, nope, not doing that again, not repeating the cycle. Drama, see ya. Toxic friends, see ya. Toxic work environments, conflictual work environments, environments that took advantage of you, gone. People that drained you, gone. I feel like many of you are just like packing up and leaving, gone. I sense too a sense of lightness. Some of you have gone through a major detox physically. So it could have meant to, like, with your physical body, detoxing in the sense of general well-being, but also physically in terms of decluttering. Because I sense a lightness here of wanting to start anew. And a lot of times when we start anew, we get rid of things that remind us of the old versions of ourselves or our lives, especially if you were part of a relationship or an environment that was not healthy. And so again, with this card, navigating by the stars, I feel like this speaks to listening to your soul. Huge proponent, and also it denotes for me spirituality, your spiritual growth, ascension, if you will. I call it just soul upgrades. I feel like many of you are actually just following your own inner light, your own inner compass. This is about staying true to you. Being earthly, grounded, right? Look at the earth. A lot about an earth connotation. We've got like the earth here, the world, and earth pictured here. So many of you are finding your footing again. Stabilization is coming, stability, physical, emotional security too. Because I know financial security is hugely important as you all rule the second house. And I feel like it's coming when you follow what it is that lights you up. It's like it doesn't feel like work. You know that saying when people are doing things they love and they're like, it doesn't even feel like work. I could do it for free. That's how much I love it. I feel like this is the direction you're heading towards and you're being called to. So pay attention to signs. Some of you are getting into astrology or focused on tapping into perhaps your North Node. Because when I see this, to me, it's strong reference. These cards don't have any zodiac connections, by the way, but it's a strong reference to me to your North Node. Some of you may be in your mid-30s, heading towards your your second nodal return, around between 36, 38, around that time. And you may be getting promptings, inklings from the universe. Go that way, not this way. And you'll see it and you'll feel it. Do you see this in the Six of Swords and in this picture? They're carrying luggage. Do you see? It looks like a bucket backpack of sorts. And then she has a luggage here. So again, there's a moving away from the old, a moving away, a chapter ending in your life, whether it's a mindset or a belief. For many of you, it's physical. I'm getting a strong physical sense. I keep getting Capricorn. Some of you may be moving for work or considering options right now, a virtual work, because we do have long distance as well. And in this day and age, of course, with the digital community, you can work anywhere. But I feel like many of you are transplanting, starting a journey. You're traveling light. You're starting afoot, anew. Oh my goodness, wait, we have a star here. I've never in my life seen this. On the edge of this is a mountain, it looks like. I don't think it's part of this boat. With the Six of Swords, you see right here, it's a mountain. I thought it was part of this little boat, but it looks like in the background there's a star there. It's hard to see, it's right here. And that looks like a mountain in the back. And we've got navigating by the stars. So some of you are literally listening to your inner calling. Your ancestors too. And these can include other interdimensional, intergalactic beings, right? Some of you may be looking up into the stars, getting downloads and messages. Or literally you may be consulting with an astrologer. What is it? Astrological cartography to see where is the best place for you to live. Okay. What else do my Tauruses need to know, please, for this month? I feel like this is resparking your inner light, your inner fire, because I sense some warmth here. I sense some more optimism. We have take charge and action. This person has an arrow. So I feel like there's a directional change here. And I feel like this almost gives me like Aries energy. Whatever it is that you have your sights set on, make a plan. I feel like I don't need to remind my Tauruses. You guys are amazing planners, especially when it comes to building long-lasting foundations and commitments, things that you're invested into, especially when it comes to your own physical and emotional stability. But I feel like this is about not holding yourself back anymore, not allowing anyone or anything. Some of you may be starting this next chapter of your life alone, or you may separate yourself a little bit from your general pack and just follow what it is that's calling to you at this time. This may mean for some taking like a pilgrimage, a spiritual journey, a retreat, or travels, maybe a sabbatical of sorts, or a rest, something. I sense a little bit of going out alone. It doesn't have to be forever, but it's simply taking time away to recoup that energy, to regain that balance, and to gain simply further clarity and knowing within yourself. Because the best way to know ourselves is to spend time alone. I feel like in Capricorn season, many of you are planting the seeds big time. So come March with the new astrological year, you guys are going to boom like an arrow, because this person has bow and arrows. No, wait, there's no bow, there's just arrows. Oops. You see? These almost seem like angelic arrows. I feel like whatever it is that you want to go towards, I feel like there's going to be a rapidity to it, like a quickness, a fastness. I don't know if that's a word. There's a quickness here happening. Something about speed of sound, speed of light. Things are going to happen very quickly. Okay, we got 2 more cards. I'm trying to keep these December readings on point and quick because I know it's a busy time of year, but I also want to give you all messages of inspiration, of hope, and confirmation as well. Okay. What else do my Tauruses need to know, please? Okay, we're gonna go one more time. Sometimes they don't want to shuffle. Oh, you got 3. Hold on. No, you got a few. A few turned over here. 1 fell, and then we got 4 that turned over. Okay. We got patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I think out of all the signs, Tauruses, this may resonate with you. I don't feel like any of you shy away from patience. You're willing to hold on. You're willing to hold down the fort. Slow and steady may be your motto. Some of you may resonate with like turtle spirit animals that go slow and steady. Maybe beavers, I'm getting, because they take time. Beavers or otters. Beavers, they build the dams, right? They're little homes. So I feel like this is coming, again, slow and steady. That's why I feel like this will come in about 3 months. But again, I feel like there's a quickness to it, quicker than what you may imagine. We have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Let me read the rest. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. You got a lot of solar plexus energy and also sacral chakra. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. I feel like this speaks to, wow, there's a lot here with envy, blame, forgiveness, denial. because you had a lot of conflictual energies, I feel many of you are moving away from. I feel like this concerns relationships, also situations, because again, there's a general sense of endings for you. Completion is coming for sure, and moving away from that. It could be moving away from people. It could be any type of relationship, any environment. There's a significant changes for many of you that are coming, and many of you that have provoked this change. This is just something to keep in mind as you process these emotions, because whenever we have any sort of change or ending, there's a shitload of emotions that come up. But I feel like many of you, I'm not sensing you're blaming any others. I feel like many of you are, again, I got a reflective energy from you. Like I said, it's almost like I wanted to look back into Taurus 2022 year and reflect on everything that you have experienced, because I feel like many of you are really looking over what has happened this past year and are really taking accountability for, okay, this is my role in this situation, in this relationship, and this is where I'm going. And I'm not sensing denial, but for those of you that may still be processing through it, something that really helps whenever we go through this, especially with any relationships, any situation that has ended, whether it's a job, leaving a home, or whatever the case, take a look at your role, because that's the only thing you can control. What did you learn from the situation? What did the other person teach you? What did you learn about the other person? What did they mirror to you? Because it'll allow you to realize, okay, well, what did I learn? Because the ultimate goal in these situations is soul growth, and obviously it comes with a lesson to learn. That's the ultimate goal before we proceed forward on our journey. Some of you may be asking, like, you worked your butt off, and you may have realized for others things seem to have come easily, but this was your year of realignment, of making sure, is this what you really want? If not, this is the year to do it. This is the year to release, to get your things back in order. I sense North Node energy. Some of you are going to be experiencing your second nodal return. Some of you are in your mid to late 30s that are watching this. I'm gonna pull a final Starseed Oracle card for a source of inspiration and see what final message the Starseeds have for my Tauruses, please, for December. Okay. Of course, we got 4. We got magnificent. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. Guys, this speaks to value and worth. This was all about your priorities. Think about full circle what it is you learned this year. For any of you that are wrapping up and want to set goals and plan for 2023, this was all about reminding you of your worth, choice. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of your choice. You see, this is about navigating. You all are following, I feel, December, you're going to get like an inner green light about now it's your time to shine. 2023 is going to be your time, because we still have the nodal point in Taurus, right, for the collective. So any of you, well, obviously I'm reading for Taurus, you will still continue to see transformation, but I feel like you're taking the reins now, and you're doing so with empowerment, and that's such a strong energy to have, because you're releasing shit, you're releasing belief systems that have held you back. Most importantly, you're releasing anything that's trying to hinder you from reaching the next step in your soul journey. We have inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. And again, we had envy, blame, denial, patience, and forgiveness. So I feel like this is something you may be processing, perhaps during Capricorn season up until mid-March, when we get to Aries season and to go. But I feel like a lot of you have been doing this. There comes a point in your journey when you're ready to leave all of that and you're ready to go forward. And I feel that in your reading earlier. Finally, we have freedom. Follow your heart, nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. I said that before. This is now a time for you. Follow your heart. You're not going to be led astray. I think the scary thing is actually taking that step out of that scary comfort zone, because you're like, wait, this isn't there's risk here. There's nothing to guarantee, but it's precisely by you following that path that you're going to guarantee your own success. My Tauruses, I hope this reading has helped. Thank you so much for watching. If this has given you any sort of support, inspiration, any golden nuggets, as I call them, any oomph for your December, I would love it if you could support me and this channel by hitting the thumbs up button. Share this if you have any others that you think would benefit from this, and subscribe if you'd like to keep up to date with more content that I release. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a beautiful rest of your December. I will see you soon. Take care.